Okay, hello. So I'm going to do the homework for 6.2. I'm just going to do a couple problems right now. Just for the standard normal distribution for the uniformly distributed problems. And just going to put this down. All right. Now the problem says the waiting times between a subway departure schedule and the arrival of a passenger are uniformly distributed between 0 and 9 minutes. Find the probability that randomly selected passenger has a waiting time greater than 4.25. Alright, so to do that, so I'm going to bring this up. I know this is a pretty bad drawing, but it's kind of hard to draw with your mouse. So the things that we know that I drew was, we know the distribute times are between 0 and 9. So I got 0 and 9. And they want to find the probability that randomly selected passengers has a waiting time greater than 4.25 minutes. So that means greater than 4.25. So boom, boom. That means we went everything 4.25 and greater. So 4.25 to 9. So boop, boop, boop. All right. This just means so everything's shaded on this side. So we know that the entire curve, the entire distribution is always equal to 1. So the probability from 4.25 that's greater than 9, we'll just simply do 9 minus 4.25. Alright, let's do that on the calculator. Alright, 9 minus 4.25. So that equals 4.75. Now we do 4.75 divided by 9. So that divided by 9. So equals 0.527. So let's see. 0.5 round to 3 decimals. 28. Perfect. Alright, and just to show you again what we just did. Let's go a new one. And clear that. So what we just did was, in formula terms, was 9 minus 4.25 over the total, which is 9. Alright, so we just did that into the calculator, and that's how we got our answer. So let's go ahead and try one more. Let's see if the next question is similar. Okay, yes it is. So between 0 and 9, and has a waiting time less than 3.75. Okay, so let's do the same part. So it's less than 3.75. So the formula will be a little bit different this time, because all right, 0, 9, 3.75. So they want everything on this side. Alright, so we could just know the difference from 0 to 3.75 is 3.75. So there's really no calculations there. So we just want to do 3.75 divided by the total of 9. So let's go ahead and do it on the calculator. 3.75 divided by 9. Alright, so 0.416 round to 3 decimals, that would be 0.417. Perfect. Alright, let's do one last one. Okay, so this one is a little bit different problem. So this is not uniform distribution. I guess we can still do it. A statistics professor plans classes so carefully that the length of her classes are uniformly distributed. Oh, yeah, it's the same way. Between, okay, so this one's good because it's a little bit different. All right, between 47 and 52 minutes. So think, okay, clear. So, so we still got our uniform. It just says between 47 and 52. So instead of it being from 0 to 9, it's 47 through 52. Then what else it asks? Find probability that a given class period runs between 50.5 and 51.5. So we got between 50 and 51. So okay, I'm not gonna write the 50 and 51 just because it's hard writing on here. But you know that this line is 50.5 right here. And this second line is 51.5. So to find the distance between them, we could do it a couple ways. The way I am going to do it is to find this piece right here. So I'm just going to do 51. Oh, let me erase that part. Okay. So I'm going to just do the 51.5 minus 50.5. And once I get that answer, I'm going to divide it all by the total, which is 47 through 52. Alright, so we know 52 minus 47. Just doing my head, that's 5. Alright, so let's go put in the calculator. So 51.5 minus 50.5 is equal to 1. That divided by 5. Alright, it's 0.2. So I mean our answer is 0.2. Alright, and no need to round to 3 decimals because no 3 decimals. Alright, so that's the 3 questions for uniformly distributed distributions. So I hope that helped right there. Alright, and let me know. Alright, go and stop.